Starmer is clearly rattled. He hasn't just lost control of the story, he's lost control of the streets. This week, thousands of ordinary working-class Brits stood up and delivered a message that Westminster could no longer pretend not to hear. And what about Starmer? He vanished. No speech, no show of support, no backbone, only silence and the unmistakable stench of fear. Because for the first time since Labour came into power, the facade has fallen. The public has seen what's really behind the curtain. The so-called man of the people is now exposed as the figurehead of a divided Britain. One set of rules for the elite and another for the rest of us. From Doncaster to Dover, entire towns erupted in defiance. This wasn't a protest fueled by lobbyists or bankrolled by interest groups. This was the heartbeat of Britain. Tradespeople, nurses, truck drivers, retirees, men and women who've supported this nation all their lives, standing united and declaring, "We've had enough." What were they asking for? Nothing radical, just the basics. Common sense, an end to illegal immigration, a halt to the madness of net zero policies, accountability for the victims of grooming gangs. They want a full investigation, protection for our farmers, freedom of expression without the muzzle of censorship, and above all, a justice system that treats everyone fairly. These are simple, reasonable, honourable demands from decent citizens. But to Labour's inner circle, that's labelled as dangerous extremism. To Starmer's government, it's something to mock, or worse, ignore altogether. But this wasn't some fringe outcry. This was the voice of the people breaking through. A media blackout. You didn't hear about it on the BBC. Sky News stayed quiet. Why? Because they're afraid of what it signals. The people have woken up, and they're not politely requesting change anymore. They're insisting on it. Starmer, for too long, has hidden behind his polished image, the clean-cut technocrat, the Oxford-educated lawyer, the seasoned political operator. He promised he'd be different. He swore to clean up politics and stand up for the working class. But he lied. Just 10 months into this government, nearly every major promise has been scrapped, from pension reforms to planning laws, from protecting farmers to upholding free speech. Their pledges have been tossed aside and replaced with fear, failure, and elitism. And the result? Anger, genuine, justified anger. One Reform councillor summed it up perfectly. This isn't just about Labour, it's about a broken system, a two-party con where nothing ever truly changes. New faces, same old deception. This video is for informational purposes only. All content is based on public news sources. We do not support disinformation, scams, or the targeting of individuals. Please double-check all details with official sources. Thank you for watching. Now, as the polls begin swinging rapidly toward Reform UK and public frustration boils over, Starmer disappears once again. He didn't come forward to defend his track record. He didn't face the people. He ran because Starmer knows exactly what's ahead. He saw it in the eyes of thousands in Doncaster, heard it in the chants echoing through Dover. He realizes the old political game is crumbling, that reform is no longer a symbolic protest. It's a full-scale uprising. One caller to GB News nailed it. "I haven't voted in years, but Reform is the first party in decades that's made me feel like someone might actually be listening, and that's Labour's worst nightmare. They thought they could walk into power unchallenged, surfing the wave of conservative collapse. That's it for today's video. If you found this insightful, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates. Catch you in the next one.